Wii U game prices are currently exploding. They're really going up in value. And I'm here to talk about 5 games that are currently booming in value and will continue to boom, so stick around. This is 5 games that I hand selected. It doesn't mean that these are the games that have gone up the most, although some of them are in the top 5 category, 110%, but it's just 5 of the games that I happen to own and that I happen to believe will continue to rise in value, and I happen to know that they will. I've been collecting for a very long time, and the Wii U is just getting started. It's going to turn into the next Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn had a lot of non-exclusive games that were also on the PlayStation, yet the Saturn versions are much rarer and worth a lot more. And the Wii U, I think, is going to go down a very similar path. First game on the list, Game & Wario. Very rare, very underrated. This game is actually one of the best party games that Nintendo has ever come out with. And people are starting to wake up to that. So let's check this out. As you can see, current complete in-box Game & Wario goes for over $100 USD. Roughly, if we're going to use the current most recent number, you could say about $113 US. But if we rewind just back to January of 2020, this game was under $30. Can you believe that? Every $30 would be a 100% increase. 60, 100%, 90, 200%, 120, 300%. We're pretty much there. We're close enough that I'm going to call this a 300% game. Next game on the list, this one's going to be a little bit surprising to many of you, and you may not agree with my assessment. Fast and Furious Showdown. It's not an exclusive, unlike Game & Wario, which is a Wii U exclusive. This one is not. But Wii U version is the better version, in my opinion. There is a PlayStation version as well. Wii U version is obviously more rare. And what makes this game unique is it does focus on multiplayer. There's a co-op multiplayer aspect to it. So the gameplay really tries to focus on cooperative driving and car combat. The game is really centered around that as its core gameplay. The game can also be played with an AI partner or in local cooperative play. So even if you don't have somebody local couch co-op to play, there is you can use an AI partner. The gameplay varies from having 2 separate cars, one person manning the turret while another person drives, to one person jumping out of the car and hijacking another car. It got terrible reviews, but mark my words, it is a hidden gem. I believe it will gain more popularity over time. So have a look at this chart. If we rewind to just January 2020 again, this game was $17.41. Let's fast forward to today. The game is selling for over $35 complete in box. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that's because of the memes that have gone out and the popularity of the new movie. And you're probably right. That definitely played a role. But this thing was climbing well before that. Look at this climb. It started basically in March. It started climbing. And the meme wasn't around back in March. The meme is relatively new. The meme's popularity only took off recently. So I really do think this thing was going to go up with or without the meme. The meme definitely accelerated it, and we may get a pullback in the price of the game at some point. But because it's so rare and there are so few copies sold, I really don't think a pullback is going to be a meaningful number if we even get a pullback. So if you don't own this copy, I mean, these are still relatively cheap prices compared to other consoles and more rare games. So if you are interested in this game, I highly recommend picking up the Wii U version. Next game on the list, number 3, Wii U Party. Now, obviously, this is the sequel to Wii Party, and I never really got into Wii Party like the original, and I have played Wii U Party. I did play 4-player. This is going a while. This was a while ago, so my memory is foggy. But here's the thing with Wii Party. It's very underrated. There are a lot of great mini games, but there is a catch. The games are definitely targeted toward a younger audience on average. So there's way more games. The game itself, similar to a Mario Party, but maybe focused toward more kids. So the games are much simpler, but they also have some very unique games that Mario Party doesn't have. And it happens to be a Wii U exclusive. So for some reason, this game really took off around, as we can see, it was only $22 in January 2020, $21 in March 2020, and then for some reason, something must have happened because it literally doubled within the course of 1 month to over $40. Continued to climb since then. It had a bit of a dip, but some of those dips can be some of those dips are sometimes triggered by games that are in poor condition, because it did rocket right back up to over 40, climbing to 50, climbing to 50. Now it's $57, currently $55. This game is very rare. It's a must-have for any Wii U owner. And I do foresee the prices are going to continue to rise. This is going to be one of those rare, very expensive games. Many of the exclusives are. Now, next game on the list, for sure, most of you definitely would have never guessed this. This is a hidden gem that I found on my own. I never thought this would have been a hidden gem. Spider-Man Ultimate Edition, if you caught that. The Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Edition. What that means is this version, and this is the only version to have it, the Wii U, it's in a Wii U exclusive. This version has all of the DLC content. So here we go. Look at this chart. Going back to February 2019, it was $15. And here we are, over $30. It's really been climbing. It's up over 50% since January 2020, and it seems to it's really been climbing. If you pull up a chart from way back when, this used to be a worthless $9 game. Nobody wanted this game back in 2015. Nobody wanted this, and it seems word is getting out that this is the definitive version. This is the best version of the Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Ultimate Edition, and you can only get it on the Wii U. And the last game is also a lesser known hidden gem. It's one of my favorite party games. Tank Tank Tank. Has anyone heard of this game? I got my copy at EB Games. I think I paid about $17 Canadian, and that was considered high at the time because I bought it when the Wii U, they were getting rid of their Wii U games. The Wii U didn't sell very well. The Wii U console only sold about 6.5 million copies within the Americas. More if you include Japan and overseas. But 6.5 million is really low. That's like barely better than the Ouya. What did the Ouya sell? Like 4 million copies? Something like that? And the Wii U barely beat the Ouya? Come on. How did that happen? Check out the chart on Tank Tank Tank. September 2019 was about the bottom. You see, it did a double bottom. And for all you stock technicians out there, it looks like a little mini double bottom going on right here. What happens after a double bottom? You always get a huge rally. You get a big increase in the stock price. So it double bottomed out at $12.73. Gained some popularity. I guess word was spreading. People were having fun. And fast forward to today, and this is over $30. And here's the thing. This is a great party game. It's 4-player. And what's interesting about this is you can put your face right in the game too. It's kind of funny. You take a picture of yourself using the gamepad. So you got to pass the gamepad around so that everybody's tank has their picture on it. And you can fight each other. You can have a versus mode for up to 4 players. You can have up to 4 players in a versus mode, or you can also do where a battle mode where somebody is the giant monster, because when you're doing co-op, it's you versus the computer. So versus a big boss such as a giant sea monster. That's the one that I played. I really enjoyed that one. But you can also have it so that somebody gets to beat the sea monster and gets to fight the rest of anyone else who's over at your house. There's also campaign and co-op missions, things like that. Very underrated. I do foresee this going significantly higher in value. It's a simple game, so don't expect some huge campaign, 40 hours of gameplay or anything like that. It is very simple. It is designed to be a party game over a single player experience. So do not get it for a single player experience. A 2-player co-op would be fairly fun as well, but 4-player is where it shines. Let me know what you thought of my list, guys. What do you think of Wii U game prices? I do think they're going to continue to rocket. They will be on par with the Sega Saturn in the future, especially the exclusives. These are in no particular order. I just wanted to list 5 games that came from my collection right over there. They came from the shelf. I am not discussing any games that I don't personally own, although I will bring those into a future video because I don't own all of the Wii U games. I do want to get a complete set at some point. I just don't have the money for it right now, and I am also collecting for other systems. I'm a big collector. 360 PS3 has been taking up a lot of my time recently, as well as the Wii and the GameCube, because I've already got a lot of the Super Nintendo stuff, and I've been priced out of a lot of the other Super Nintendo stuff. If you like what you see, please smash the like button and subscribe.